Guys, I'm sorry for not making a video yesterday, so I decided to make one today. So, I thought about what to do with the song, and I decided I would do it about my first kiss, because I have nothing more interesting to talk about. Essentially, I don't know what I said essentially for. It's been about 6 months and 2 days. 2 days? No, 5 days since it happened. Because I remember things like that. And, yeah. This is a great story. So, I started looking this guy a while ago, and once I got to school in September, he asked me who I liked, because we were quite close, and obviously I didn't tell him. I just told him, oh, someone, and that started a revolution. Joking. I started the continuous series of, oh, who is it, who is it, who is it, and on the day I was supposed to be going to see a band, I didn't end up going. One of my friends messaged him telling him that I liked him, and he never replied until like later that night, and she popped up to me and she's like, oh, he wants to talk to you. I was like, okay, and just in that moment I just couldn't talk to him. I just thought, I can't do it, nope. And my best friend, I was sending her numerous messages and she wasn't replying. And I was just like, I guess I have to face the music. So I just popped up to him and I was like, I heard you want to talk to me. And like, yeah. So we had a little, so he was just like, hi, how are you? Yada yada yada. And then he was like, why didn't you tell me before? So I explained how I didn't want to be awkward and stuff. And I continued talking, and then he stopped replying, and then about half an hour to an hour later, he was like, sorry, my tablet died. I was like, okay. So so then he was like, well, I like you too, and I was like, really? No. I literally have like, I just didn't believe that he liked me too. And so I explained that I just didn't think people could like me. And let's just say about a month later he proved me right. Thanks for that. Anyway, so it came to go, so we stopped talking, and then it came to the school day, Monday, and I was just sort of being persuaded into trying to talk to him, but I couldn't. And so neither of us are very good conversationists. So he said he'd talk to me in IT, which was the day after. So we spoke the day after, and he was explaining how he wanted me to tell his ex, who happened to be a good friend of mine. So I told her that night, and she turned around and said, oh, I already know. And turns out one of my other friends told her, which really pissed me off, because I wanted to be the one to tell her. Like, it was something I should have done. I mean, I know I should have told her before, that I liked him before. Like, I told him, but still. Anyway, so then for a couple of weeks, it was just sort of on and off, like, oh, he doesn't know what he wants to do and stuff like that. And he told me that he didn't see me romantically, but maybe me did not get that, and I was just completely oblivious. So when it started the first Saturday, it was October the 26th, I messaged him, asked him, do you have an answer, because like everyone's telling me that you're leaving me on and stuff. So he was like, yeah, I already told you that. Oh, and then I felt like really stupid. But then so we spoke, and then we just stopped. And then like on the Friday, the 1st of November, I was with a group of friends because we just had a Halloween sleepover. And I popped up to him because, you know, I'm just trying to stay friends. And during that night, we must have spoken for about 5 hours straight, something like that. Maybe even more, I'm not sure. But after that, he said that he hadn't done much over the holiday. So yeah. And then I was like, well, maybe you should just get a friend and drag them out and make them do something with you. You know, like, I was being general. And then, oh, what if I've already got someone in mind? And so I just realised I make this so obvious if any of these ever watched them. I'm like, oh my god. Please don't happen. I do, yeah. And so so I met up with him, and he asked if we were supposed to talk about us, despite the fact he'd already told me that basically something was going to happen. And he kissed me, and now we hate each other. Yeah. Anyway, that was the story of my first kiss, and it was the most boringest story you've probably ever heard, and I'm sorry. But anyway, toodles!